Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to a sneeze. Or almost a sneeze. Yep. Welcome back to another sneeze. Yep. This is the show where we just sneeze all day. Oh boy. Oh. Ow. Oh. That would actually hurt. Oh boy. Yeah. Ooh, this is a long one. I don't know any of the songs from Final Fantasy XI since that was one of two MMO Final Fantasy games. And I never played it. Ow! This was back in the day when I was like, Final Fantasy isn't an MMO. You guys are crazy for making one. And then, I thought that throughout the entire time 11 was going on. And then I played Final Fantasy 14. I was like, okay, this is pretty good. Just gonna say, this is pretty gosh darn good. Maybe Final Fantasy can be an MMO after all. Oh, and a lesson was learned here. Okay. Ha ha ha. Bam. Okay. Oh. Not yet, not yet. I'm just gonna take care of the vulture, the condor. Okay, that condor got to me before I was able to get to it. So, but now I can get to it. Revenge is bitter and sweet. Okay. Maybe that's why they call it sweet, sweet, bitter, sweet revenge. I don't know anybody that does that. Except for me, as of now, because I said it on camera, and thus it is true. That is how the laws of the world is dictated when it comes to words. Oh boy, excuse me. Actually, that's kind of accurate as to how words come into being. Like someone says it, and then ow. And then because someone said it, it's true. Ow, ow, ow. And that's how misinformation is spread. But once it's spread that way, it eventually becomes information. Like how you have words that don't mean what they're supposed to mean. They're changed. For example, what most people think a travesty means is not what a travesty is. That's just a tragedy. A travesty is something completely different. But people use it all the time that eventually the dictionary is gonna conflate the two and be like, well, this is what society says travesty means. And then everyone that loves English will be like, no, you ruined it. We already had a word for that. But now we don't have a word for what travesty used to mean. You humans and your foolish... Whoa, okay. That's what that does. It messes up your music and it sounds really weird. Okay. Nope. Not gonna let you do any of that stuff. Ugh. Ah, so gross. Ah, that's why you all get to listen to it. Because it's very gross. My terminology and listology. It's very good. No? Yes. Oh no. Okay. Very bad. But I got you. It's fine. Everything is good. Everything is like a Klingon. Just clinging on to the world of impossibilities. Because I watch Star Trek and know what a Klingon is and why they're called Klingons. Oh, wait. I've heard this voice before. This sounds like the same person that does answers from Final Fantasy 14. What if it is? What if they just cast the same singer for two games? But you can't do that. You have to get rid of them. Whenever they have people that die at the end of the movies, you can't have that person exist in the show business anymore. Otherwise, people will be like, wait a second, your movie isn't real. Because then they'll be like, oh my goodness, that person is still alive. How dare this movie lie to us? And that's why I'm sad that we'll never see spoilers, so I'm not gonna say. Actually, it's been a few months. That's why we're never gonna see Harrison Ford ever again. Okay. By the way, I'm talking about Forrest Gump and not Star Wars The Force Awakens. Yeah. Not referencing that at all. Because everyone loves Harrison Ford's role in Forrest Gump. Up until the point where he dies. Then he's not allowed to work in the show business ever again. Because they had to finish him off. So that nobody would think that the studio people at Forrest Gump were a bunch of liars. Yeah. It's kind of sad, to be completely honest. Okay. Because if you kill someone in a movie, then in order to make them, like, better again, you have to, like, sling them from the ceiling for, like, months at a time, and that's just so expensive. I mean, can you really do that for, like, months at a time? I know I sure can't. So, I mean, you can save actors, but, like, do you really have the money to save actors? Why do you think actors' costs are so expensive, especially if they're in dying roles and they don't want to die? I mean, like, seriously. I mean, have you ever met an actor that would let you sling them from a ceiling for free? I mean, I can think of a few, but have you ever asked them to? Like, asked them to with some, like, favors? Like some, you know, kind of favors? You know what I'm talking about. You all know what I'm talking about. Everyone knows what I'm talking. I'm dead. I died. Oh no. I died. What does this mean for me? Well, I'm not in Hollywood, so it doesn't apply to me. And plus, this is just a video game. I haven't died in, like, a live action podcast, broadcast, photocast, toddler cast. No pew-pews coming my way. I do not want you to shoot any pew-pews my way. Like, seriously. Like, of the things that you could shoot my way, pew-pews are not one of them. Well, I mean, you could. But of the things I want you to shoot my way, pew-pews are not on that list. Not far or in between. So, yeah. Please cease and desist from shooting pew-pews at me. I mean, if you want to shoot, like, peanuts at me, that'd be pretty cool. I would be all for that. Like, I can catch it, like, in my hand. So, yes, please. I mean, I might not eat it because I usually like to lick the salt off of peanuts before I eat them. But, okay, I keep dying. But that's because I keep looking away for a split second, and everyone keeps shooting at me. And so that's the cause of my death whenever I do die. But I don't always die, so that's good news for me. And BOW! I exploded the entire arena. Rocket Pack Furioria. Yeah. Good times. Man, so let's go to the song list. Unlock item. Man, it's like 10 minutes. So we have 112, like 313, so 2 13s. We have a 14, we have a lot of, so let's see if we space it out. Man, I should really write this down because I am losing, like, track of things. So 14, so there's 1 in the 14 camp, series camp, 13, 2 in the series cap, 2 there, 1 and 12, 14, another 11, 3 in that cap. Alright, so if I have 14 in one of those and then 2 of those, and 13, 12. How many 13s were there? There 1, 2. I mean, I guess I could just leave it here because it's been like 10 minutes, including all of my counting and getting lost and stuff. And then just have the Final Fantasy 12 and the Ron Fair for next one. So, yeah, that sounds good. Just one song this episode, I guess. So, I'll see all of you next time. Fly high and dream big. Bye. Hey everybody, if you liked that video, then I highly recommend you give it a like and comment. It really helps the new channel grow. If you want to see more of my stuff, as well as some fun stuff my friends make, then you should click on the link to the Professionalists channel. They also have a Facebook and Twitter you should like and follow. If you want to see my stuff coming out on an earlier date than on their channel, which includes all the polls, then hop on over to my channel or follow my Twitter. Fly high and dream big.